Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
I am over the moon to welcome you to today's edition of the Career Trail right here on Joy Learning TV. Our purpose here is to inspire young ones to discover their skills, use their skills to their own advantage in the face of unemployment. We don't expect young ones to engage in theft only because of unemployment. That is why we have brought Career Trail to your doorstep to inspire you to use your skills. And we are not only telling you to use your skills. Guess what? We have proof. We are bringing personalities who have over the years used their skills, and today they are making millions. Let's take a look at the guest profile video for today.
This week on the Career Trail.
Hello, my name is Leslie Adolisto, the Rector of GH Media School and now GH Schools. This Saturday, I would be on Career Trail as I take you through the journey of moving from a taxi driver to a rector. So catch me this Saturday at 4 p.m. on Joy Learning, and let's learn more.
Okay, I believe you have a fair idea of who our guest is. I'm really excited to have this interview because our guest was or is a marketer. And guess what? After marketing, he entered into the media. One would ask, why did he leave marketing, or why did he do marketing alongside with media? Well, he's here to do the answering. So I want you to stay glued to your TV screens as we delve into the conversation. Hello, sir. Welcome to Career Trail.
Thank you.
How is business?
Business is good.
Okay, and then how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. So we've been hearing GH Media, GH Media, GH Media, and I believe that anytime you mention GH Media, you come to mind. But funny enough, or surprisingly, yesterday I was reading about you and then I realized not even media alone, but aside the school, you heading the school, you're also a teacher in the school, and you are also a marketer. You actually went to school to learn marketing.
Yes.
We'll come to that, but tell us a little about yourself.
All right, so I am Leslie Adolisto.
Okay.
And I'm married with 3 kids.
Wow,
I have 2
beautiful.
girls and then a boy. And I was born in Accra, bred in Accra, and after school, so I learned marketing. So after secondary school, I went to Accra Polytechnic to study marketing. So I did marketing at Accra Polytechnic. After that, I did marketing again at Central University. So I'm a trained marketer. After that, I had interest in the media. So my marketing, I did my we will not call it attachment, but we call it national service.
Okay.
So national service at Net2 TV. So I was a marketing officer at Net2 TV. And then I gained employment there. But I was given a quota, and then I couldn't meet the quota. So they have to kick me out. So they kicked me out. But whilst I was having my marketing there, I had clients who were maturing. So at that time, they were not ready, but later on they got ready. So when they called me, I didn't have to put together a TV program for them. So I started a TV program on Net2 TV called Documentary Channel, where I have to do a documentary on business people and then bring them together. So I did that for some time, and then it was gaining grounds. So I then brought it to Crystal TV.
Okay.
So I did documentary channel on Crystal TV. So my career met with my passion.
Okay.
And if your career becomes your passion, there is perfection. So I did well with the marketing. As for the story behind
media,
the media,
we'll come to that.
We'll come to that. So I did well with the marketing, and then I have to develop it. So I developed that for some time. So I had my own TV programs. So out of the TV programs, I lost one worker, not to death, but where the person just decided that I'm stopping.
Okay.
So I brought some more people to come and then learn, so they can take up when someone decides that, oh, I'm tired and I want to stop. But when I brought the people, they were very good. They learned on the job. In fact, we have to even write letters to churches so they can give us their people to train. There is this wonderful worker of mine. His name is Fred Botry.
Okay.
He's the person doing photography now.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
he was part of those that we wrote the letters to the churches, so the churches can give us people, so we trade. And then they came, so they beefed up what we were doing. We advertised. We did our first advertisement. We had just about 3 people, so we wrote the letters to the churches gave us the people, and then we added them to the school. Then we started gradually. We had our own challenges, but with God, it's been very successful. So when I started with the media.
Okay, but before we come to the
All
media,
right.
how was life for you like when you were growing up? You grew up in Accra.
Yes.
Where to be specific?
I grew up, okay, so I started from Mamprobi.
Okay.
And then from there, I came to Accra Newtown.
Oh,
So
okay.
Mamprobi was soft for me. Accra Newtown was
Was
hard.
hard.
Yeah, I was with the Zongo people, so that toughened.
Oh,
I
okay.
became very tough. Yeah, so life was okay until I lost my father. So whilst I was in Accra Polytechnic second year, I lost my father. So I have to then do things my own way. I have to do things myself. I have to take the mantle and really run it myself. So I was pushing, doing bits and bits of almost everything, trying to go to school. So I finished with my Accra Polytechnic, and I had wanted to continue. So I still continued to Central University to go and continue with my marketing. So I did HND marketing at Accra Polytechnic and did the degree marketing. I went to school myself, that I want to train myself, and did my degree marketing at the Central University.
Okay.
So it was not easy, it was very tough, but I had wanted to do something
For yourself,
for myself.
regardless of that
Yes,
is there.
yeah.
Okay, and then senior high school, which school did you attend?
I went to Swedo Secondary School, Swiss School.
Okay. Was
So
it a first choice?
No. My father had wanted me to do, to offer agric, and I had wanted to offer business. So he said, okay, if I want to do business, unless I go to a business school. So I chose Swedo School of Business. He chose it for me, Swedo School of Business. And then we went there. It was a day school. I had wanted to go to St. Augustine's. I chose St. Augustine's. My father said, no, I have to do business. If I want to do business, then I have to go to Swedo School of Business. So I said, okay. I went there. But he was not believing in me. He was not believing in me. And
that you could do the
that I could do it. No, that I could get good grades. So by the grace of God, I had distinction. I had 6 ones. I had distinction, and he was surprised. But at that time, we've done the selection already.
Okay. But was there a reason why he wanted you to do agric?
He was working. He was working with the Ghana Commercial Bank, and he was working with a lot of agric extension officers. And for no reason, had wanted me to do agric. I also wanted to do business. I wanted to do business. So we had that conflict. That okay, if you're going to St. Augustine's, unless you do it agric, but if you're going to, if you want to do business, then unless you go to a business school. And at that time, we had only Swedo School of Business as our choice. So it was not easy, but I stood on my grounds. I wanted to do the business because I didn't know what I was going to do with agric. I had no knowledge as to what I want to do with it. So I chose the business.
But growing up, what did you aspire to become?
Hey, do I even know? Growing up, I just wanted to put food on my table. So not really having a profession, as in wanting to become a pilot, wanting to become, no. You see, sometimes it is what you encounter. When you see people who are looking like that, then you want to look like them. But I really did not fancy anything. That is why I had wanted to do business. I had wanted to be on my own. Okay. Yes, so I really wanted to do business.
Okay, so one would ask, you studied business at a senior high school level, so why didn't you major or master in business when you went to any of the universities? Oh yes, the course was business administration at the university, but you had options. So you have accounting option, you have marketing option, you have HR option. So I chose the marketing option. Yeah, so I selected marketing, but it was business administration. It was BSc
admin. Yeah.
Okay, so now we can talk about how media setting or media came into
How
play.
my media school started.
Yes,
All right.
please.
So during my when I was having the TV market time, I saw this Elite Kingdom advert, or I heard of the advert whilst I was in the car. So I took the number and then I came back, wrote a proposal, and then I took to the man. And I wanted to do something for the man for the first time for free. So I advertised for free on my Crystal channel. So I told him I wanted to market his land. I wanted to do this for him, do this for him. He said, okay, if it's for free, let me try you. So he called his operations manager. That this gentleman said he wanted to market us. So let's give him a try. So they gave me a try. I did the first one for free. And it just picked up. So the following week I went there and I had wanted to inquire about how it went, and it was so perfect. So the man gave me the opportunity and gave me a 1-year contract on the TV market thing. That was actually what shocked me. And the check was given to me there and then. And it was wonderful for me. So I was on. I was really pushing it until he wanted me to take over his media management for him. So I stopped whatever. I did not stop everything entirely. I told him, as for the media, I have interest in the media. Okay. That's my interest area. So if I'm going to work for you as the media manager and I will still have the opportunity to do my TV programs, then I would still come. And then he said, okay, fine, come. So at that time, I was having Girls TV show. It was hosted by Akosua Japan and then the TV market. So he allowed me to do my TV market
on Crystal.
And then on Crystal TV.
Okay.
And then allowed me to also be his media manager. So that was where the whole media thing started, until I lost a staff. And then I have to bring people to come and train. And then I started with the training. So during the training, I was looking at, I was training the same people, more people for the same industry. I go to most of the media houses and I see my students there. So I was asking myself, when I train more people, are they coming to unsit the people, or they will come and add up? I realized that I have to diversify. So out of the makeup that we do for the media, just like the way your wonderful lady gave me the touch-up, okay. Yes, I developed the cosmetology school out of the makeup. So I was looking for complementary things that I can do that can complement what I'm doing already. And then I also looked at the costuming that we do in production. Okay. So I developed GH Fashion School too out of costuming. Then I realized, no, when we finish with production, we have to eat. We have to drink water. We have to drink other things. We have to eat. So I also came up with GH Catering School to take care of welfare.
Wow.
Yes. Whilst I was, so what I do is I visit industry, I look at how my students are faring, and then I come back and I come and beef up my curriculum. So I went to the TV stations. I met the channel manager of Joy Prime at that time, and I met the director of TV, Mr. Abu. I went to other TV stations, TV3, I went to other TV stations, and then they were looking for people who, in fact, Abu used to be my boss at NEC2 when we started.
Oh, okay.
So they were looking for people who can troubleshoot their equipment when they go wrong, other than removing the whole thing and taking it to a repairer, and then it was just a software issue and so on. So we came back and then we developed our last school, which is the GH Technology School. So that one is technology that is geared towards media. In fact, I don't have space. Else, in the welfare, I'll still look at GH Nursing School.
But if you get a space, you're going to do that.
If I get a space, yes, I will do it.
So that
I will
means
do that.
that even before the GH Media, you started from somewhere.
Yes.
Cosmetology.
I added cosmetology, and then I added fashion,
then
and then I added catering, and I added technology. And in fact, the fashion is really doing well. It's really doing well. In fact, last semester, or let me say this semester, our last admissions, we had almost about 300 applicants, but our capacity can only take 150. So we managed and we were able to absorb 180, but we had almost about 300 applicants. It's because of the things that we do. So I told my team, I called my faculty and I told them that, you see, when you go to the university, they will teach you general knowledge. Here, I don't want to teach general knowledge. I want people to acquire skills, and I want to define the skills at every level. So in level 100, I want them to learn basics. In level 200, I want them to learn how to sew ladies' wear and men's wear. So level 100, as part of the basics, I had wanted them to learn children's wear. So level 100, you do children's wear. Level 200, you have to learn how to sew men's wear and ladies' wear. And then level 300, you learn how to sew occasional wear. So it's not about you've learned the basic, go and use it to practice trade. It's about you've learned the basic, use it for a higher learning. So you learn occasional wear, how to sew kente, how to sew lace, and so on. And then at level 400, what I want them to achieve is how to sew suits, and also how to sew bridal wear, as in wedding gowns. When we started, we had issues with some people who went to the grammar school, bringing them into the entrepreneurial aspect, bringing them into the trade aspect. So they don't understand. I have to do a lot of training and let them understand. Myself, I went to a grammar school. I did marketing where I never practiced marketing. It was books. You go to some schools, and then when they talk about camera, they will draw the camera, and then you have fantastic people learning how to name the camera, but they have never seen a camera before. I said, no, that is not the kind of training I want to do here. What I want to do is, I want you to have a feel of the camera, use the camera. I want to go to industry, look at the cameras that they are using and have them here, and let my students use them and know them. So before they leave campus, they are friends to the camera. And that is the kind of training that I was looking for. One problem we have in Ghana is the language, where you have people, or we use our academic system, we use primary school, the whole of the 6 years, to learn somebody's language, conjugation, adding nouns, proverbs, and how to, we do all of that. So our primary is full of learning English. So we learn somebody's language, and then we now have to apply the language in solving problems, while somebody is using the mother tongue to start solving problems, and then they by the time they get to secondary school, they are giving you solutions. So the mobile phones we are using here, people's project work, and then we fight over them here. Why can't we do so? The new trend is that we want to use the local language to explain the concepts to the students. We use the local language to explain the concepts. So aside our key performance indicators are that, one, aside relating with industry and getting what they want and doing it for them, we want to get the industrial equipment so that our students can use. And then we also want to explain our concepts in the local language so that our students can understand and can understand it better. Let me give you one example. There was this young guy who came. He has never been to school before, but he was very talented, very creative. And we realized that, no, this person can do animations. The only challenge was that when he is writing some of the things, some of the spellings are not correct. So we got a dictionary closer to him, and it was perfect. If you see the kind of animations that this guy is doing, wonderful. I have my own brother, a cousin. I would like to show you some of his animations. If you see our advert, our GH Catering School, when you see I saw the advert the first. His name is Cobson Quarty. He had wanted to do something. Came to me. He couldn't go to school. I said, well, I have a school. Come and learn something. So he said he would like to learn editing and animation. Today he is the chief editor and the animator for Farmhouse.
Wow.
Ivan Kwashiga. The chief editor there. He had lower grades, and in this part of our world in Ghana, if you don't have the C, we are saying that stay at home, don't learn anything, but we must push them with the trade. So he came and he learned the trade. He did animations for my GH Catering School, and if you see the way he did the I would wish you play it on your channel. Sure. And he did one animation for our technology school. It was superb. When I saw the one for the GH Catering School, I was like, wow, Compson, you did this? He said, yes, I did it. You see the way the food was splashed, and then the tomato, and then a knife will splash the tomato, and it was so nice, it was so perfect, it was so wonderful. So I realized that when you learn the trade will stay with you. We must look at what we are learning in the various schools. The skills are very important, and they become part of our children.
Okay, so I want to ask, you started from somewhere. How was the nature of the business when you started? Because today I entered and I'm seeing so many students. I believe when you started, the numbers were lesser, much lesser than.
In fact, I started with three students.
But before that, when was the school formed? In which year? Many years.
That was in 2016.
Oh, 2016.
Yes. So I started with three students, and we have to write the letters. So when we wrote the letters, we had 30 more. So we started with 33. Okay. Yeah, in the media school, and it was not easy. Can you imagine a situation where we have 33 students in the class and only 3 are paying fees? It was not easy. So sometimes how to even pay lectures was a problem. How to do a lot of things was really hard for us. But we still have to. I want to use the opportunity to say a very big thank you to my wife. At that time, my wife was teaching at Achimota School. Okay. So when her salaries come, we have to pick the salary and sort the important people, and then hold on with the other. So sometimes you see a lecturer, you receive your salary this month. Next month will not come, but the following month will come. So we were running shifts and so on. It was tough and it was difficult. Do you know that we have never gone for any bank loan? So we started from our old building, and then the new building we have to put it up ourselves. So we did that ourselves. We have to gradually put it together, and it was through dedication and hard work. So we were pushing and pushing. One thing that helped us was the fact that we were doing a lot of non-branded programs. When I talk about non-branded programs for television stations. So we did a lot of programs for TV3. Okay. We did a lot of programs for multimedia. We did even one of our programs in Bofamre is still on Adom. Yes. And when Atinka came, we did a lot of programs for them. We are currently doing a lot of programs for UTV. So you see our adverts on the channels, and it is a better arrangement. We push our TV programs there. So we gave Joy Prime our mega studio for the Big Chef, the first Big Chef they did. Okay. And that gave us a lot of airtime there that we used to push the brand. So our collaboration with industry also gave us a lot. In this world, you can't do it alone. You need collaborations. So collaborations helped us, and we've come this far. So the journey had not been easy. The journey had been tough and difficult, but with dedication, hard work, we've been able to get here.
So thank God. Yeah. So how long did it take for the expansion to take hold? With the 33 students? Yeah,
so after the 33, then we started climbing. So after that, I lost count. And then we started climbing. And now we have 2,022 students.
From 33?
From 33 to 2022. And it was because we were not having space to expand, else we would have even gotten more.
Wow.
This semester we had 1,000 and something students applying, and we were able to take just about 700 of them. We had our matriculation last Saturday, and we matriculated 700. Even with the 700, we are suffering because of space. But we are hoping that by next year we would expand more.
Sure.
There's a new thing coming next year. Next year we are hoping to be the first private technical university in Ghana. So we're hoping that by next year
we're waiting for that.
Unveil it, and we will unveil it as GH Technical University College. That will amalgamate all the other schools. We'll bring all the other schools under that umbrella.
Wow. And I believe you are making it this revelation here
Yes,
first time.
yes.
So you are lucky. Okay. So aside the salary issues when you started the business, were there any other challenges? And then aside the space too?
Oh yes, we faced this serious challenge of accreditation.
Okay.
If you are running a technical school, you need to be under COTVET. So at that time, we had just done our registration and we were not done with accreditation. So the registration process was different from the accreditation process. So accreditation caught us. But the good thing is that anybody who step his or her foot here realizes the good things that we were doing. So they came, and then we have to then quickly, and we had this wonderful COTVET director who came in and regularized everything for us. So as it stands now, we have signed an agreement with government, where government is giving us students to train and government will be paying, and we call it the voucher program. But it was a challenge for us at the beginning, because accreditation will take a long time. And I must say a very big thank you to Mr. Fred Che Asamoah, the director of COTVET, who came in, regularized everything for us. So now we have full accreditation to run all our programs. And by the grace of God, we are also having people who are coming, and then they will come, we'll train them, and then government will pay. We just signed a agreement with CTVET last week.
Wow,
Yes.
congratulations. Okay, so I also want to ask, because of the story, I believe there, aside this, I saw in your profile that you are a teacher yourself.
Yes.
How do you do that? Because it's hardly you go to any university and then you see the rector himself also teaching.
You see, it was because of the way we started. And when we started, I have to do some of the teaching. So I was teaching media marketing, I was teaching production management, PM, I was teaching TV presenting. But the TV presenting, I took it to a different level. So I wanted someone who can really teach it the way I am teaching it. So it was, I think, last 3 years that I identified a young gentleman in class who had the same energy. Wanda Ate had the same energy that I'm grooming to gradually teach it the way I wanted it to go. But I'm still handling the TV presenting, so I'm handling it together with Wanda. So by the grace of God, I'm hoping that in the next year, he should be able to take it over fully. But I teach TV presenting at GH Media School, and I teach it with energy. If you come to my class and you sleep, it means you have spiritual problems. It means you have spiritual problems. But I'm excited about it. It's my passion. So I love doing it. So I hardly get tired. I only stop doing what I'm doing when the job is done. I don't stop when I'm tired. I only stop when the job is done. So I find delight in doing it, and I'm happy doing it.
Okay. So any best encounters throughout this journey you can share with us?
Wow.
You've mentioned a lot of the challenges.
Yes. So the good thing is when the Deputy Minister of Education was looking for schools to tour, and then my school's name came as one. I said, wow. Yeah. So she came with the director of COTVET and other people, and she was so impressed about the facility. And then, you see, when people hear GH Media School, they think, oh, it's one of the mushroom. So when you get in, then you realize that it is an institution. There are schools and there are institutions.
GH Media is
an institution, with different departments. What you are seeing is the fashion and the cosmetology. When you go back there, you see the catering department. It's a whole department with different, so we have kitchen, we have baking farm, and so on and so forth. If you go to the back of the school, we have a mega studio, a very big studio. It's bigger than most of the studios of the TV stations you have here, but our students are using it to learn. You get it, and we have industry also coming on board. So when I look at where God took me and then where He's brought me, I'm really happy that we did something like this. The good news is that the last matriculation, my first daughter picked forms, and my first daughter is learning in the fashion school. It gives me joy. Yes, I go on a tour. I go to the TV stations. I went to most of the TV stations, and I see my students everywhere, everywhere, and it gives me satisfaction. And that is what I call fulfillment. So there is this joy in my heart that we are giving the young people who, for one reason or the other, couldn't do well. Somebody will learn for 3 years, and then we will use 30 minutes to conduct an exams for the person, and then we can use the 30 minutes to determine that the person is a good for nothing person. No, these people are with skills, and they are very creative. You give them these things to do, and then they do it, and they do it very well. So I find delight in my spirit that we have given these young people something to do. So the fulfillment is more than any other thing.
And I believe you haven't regretted.
Not at all. 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 And by the grace of God, we want to do more. We want to add nursing. we want to do more. And I'm looking at the trade areas.
Okay.
I want to start with GH Technical School that will look at building and construction. I want to venture into plumbing, where we'll teach people. I want to give students the trade, where you can do something. And if you come to my technology school, they learn CCTV installation, they learn satellite dish installation, they learn MCR operations, they learn gate automation. All these things are low-hanging fruits. You can just get money out of it. So I want to have the school for the construction, building and construction, where you can learn painting, where you can learn POP, where you can learn plumbing, where you can learn electricals, as in electrical installations and so on and so forth. I want to do. We will move to woodwork. We'll move to block work. We'll move to welding. Everything. We need space. We need space.
I must say you have done well.
Thank you.
I pray that everything that you are aspiring to do in the near future comes to pass.
Amen.
But weren't you scared entering this industry? Because, there are so many media schools around.
Yes.
And then yours came around 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 2016.
Were you not scared for competitors?
I would say that the marketing gave me that hope. My marketing gave me that hope. When I started, it was Abro Media and then Creative Lands. They were all in Dansoman. So I realized that, okay, then proximity will help me, because I have at Achimota. But they were the giants in the industry. And it got to a time they were looking up to me.
Wow.
Let me give you this, and it's a fact. Because of GH Media School, where we're having the production department and then the journalism department, it caused NAFTI and GIJ to come together to form their university.
Unimar.
Yes, because one of the bottom line, or one of the factors, was that GIJ was not having production people to handle so practicals was a problem, and NAFTI was not having people to act and to do what they are supposed to do for them. So we're having production on one arm, and then we're having journalism on another arm. Now coming together, I am telling you, because we started posing a lot of threat in the industry. We started doing wonderful things where you see students and they just come and learn for 2 years, and you are in school 4 years, they are 2 years, they are taking the job, they are going in there. I'm telling you that when people are looking for production students, they come to me. I have slots for animators that I've not been able to fill. I have slots for editors that in fact, I have people who are in queue waiting for my next batch of students to finish so they can get animators and they can get editors. So you are in school learning all the theories, learning everything. Some people will even learn the mechanism in the camera, but they have not seen the camera before. No, I'm not doing mechanism in camera. I am teaching you how to operate the camera. They will be in school for 4 years, and in 2 years, you are there, you are taking the job. And that was what I was doing. So they have to come together and quickly think about what to do and come up with some of these things and man them. So, and I'm not perturbed. I'm happy because we are training more people. We are training more people. What we have to add to it is the entrepreneurial aspect, where we must train people not to go and look for jobs, but we must train people to create jobs. So if you come to my school, I have one project that I call the Equiflex, flexible way of acquiring equipment. So what you do is, whilst you are in school, you start paying for the equipment. When you pay half, I give you the equipment, and then you go, you start to work with it. So whilst you are in school, you can even start work with your equipment. So we did one for our fashion school. You pay half, you receive your sewing machine, and then you continue paying. When you finish, we transfer ownership to you, and then you own them. These are the things that we must do. I am looking for politicians, government officials to come help me and let us do it. Let us train people. I have almost about 20 members from Abufu that we are training via the MP. We can do this in other communities. We can do this in other districts and other regions. Come, let us come. They should come. Let us come together and train more people so they can train others.
So they are coming. They've heard you. They are coming. Okay. So on this note, I can't do the questioning alone. I have 3 questions for you.
Okay.
Because when I was coming, I told people that I was coming to meet Mr. Leslie Adolisto,
wow.
the Rector of GH Media, and people had questions for you. So
okay.
before I go into these 3 questions, let's take a very quick breather. You'll be back with the 3 questions.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Welcome back from that quick breather. Remember, you're still watching the Career Trail on Joy Learning TV, and we have been having a conversation with Mr. Leslie Adolisto. He has said a lot, how his career started, how marketing came into play, how media came into play, how GH Media even started, and then where the school is currently now. He didn't have it on a silver platter. If you are there and then you are thinking that, okay, I have this skill, I can just use 1 week to do it. No, it doesn't come that way. He had to go through a lot. But regardless, remember he said he started with 3, adding 30, so 33. And now he has over 2,000 students. Wow. Remember I told you that we have 3 questions for Mr. Leslie Adolisto. We have 3 questions for him, 1 from Twitter, now X Space, 1 from Facebook, and then 1 from Instagram. Are you ready for the questions?
Ready.
Okay, so now you have the opportunity to select which questions you want to go with first. Instagram, X Space, or Facebook.
Let's start with the Instagram first.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Instagram question.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Wow. I would like to take it from 2 different angles.
Okay.
And the 2 will rest on the 2 most important people in my life.
Okay.
Fortunately, they all happen to be women. The first one is my wife. My wife kept asking me to do something. And then I started the media thing, and she was like, will it be successful? So in all my life, I had wanted to prove that it will be successful. Then my mother had 7 children, and I was the only person who went to the university. But when I finished university, and then I was sacked from NET2, I had a taxi, and I have to drive the taxi. My mother was in pain. My mother was broken, was worried that those who did not even go to the university are not driving taxi. And then me that I went to the university, I'm driving taxi. So in fact, I had wanted to prove a point. So she was one of my inspirations, and all the time. In fact, when I take something, I don't want to admit that it will flop or it did not go well. No, my everything is geared towards making sure that it flies. Even when I see mistakes in there, I see them as learning grounds, because I wanted to prove these two people wrong. I wanted to do something for them to have, I wanted to restore their hope. I wanted to prove to them that no, it will be okay, it will be good. So all the time I was trying to push. I see mistakes and I tell them, oh, this is not a mistake. No, hold on, I will fix it. And then I fix it and then I move on. You see, I have to go to my wife for money, to reimburse, to pay people and so on. And then I have to go with sweet words. So when I go, I tell him, no, I'm going to do this thing. It will be okay. So you give me, I'll come and pay. I push and push and push and try and let it work. So these are the two most important things that really propelled me, and they still propel me to do more.
Okay, I'm very happy this person asked this question, because now you are making an interesting revelation that you were sacked and then as a result you became a taxi driver. Were you, had you completed senior high school? When did this happen?
Senior high school? No, I completed university.
Okay.
So I completed Central University and then I went to NETU.
Okay.
At that time, I had a taxi. So I had a cafe at Abosoka, so I sold everything and then I bought a taxi with it so I can give it to someone to work with, and then I can go to work. So when I was laid off, I was depending on a taxi. But the taxi driver kept giving me stories. So I decided that, let me drive it myself. Let me drive it. So I drove the taxi. I drove the taxi for 8 months. A university graduate. And in secondary school, I was the school prefect. In the university, I was the rep for my class in Congress. And when we say Congress, we mean the parliament, the student parliament. I was the rep for my class. I was very vocal, very vocal. So a lot of people knew me. And then my name was slightly unique, the Listowell. So it was slightly, so a lot of people knew me. And I was driving taxi.
How was the feeling like?
Sometimes I will meet my fellow mates, and then you see they kept contemplating that the Listowell we know.
It's not a
no, we will not drive. No, we will not drive a taxi. So I will either give you high price or I will not stop at all. And then it was difficult. My wife was then at Achimota School. There was a taxi driver series on TV, and the theme song was taxi, and yet taxi driver Noribe, and my wife will go to school and people will be singing it. I'm telling you, people will be singing it. She will come home and she will come and cry. It got to a time when the car got spoiled. I was trying to fix it. I nearly turned into a fitter, a mechanic. I will fix it. I became good in fixing cars. Let me tell you a story. One day, one of my management members, my registrar, Mr. Confidence, had the car breaking down, and then the way he was working, I realized I saw the problem. So I said, "Confi, open the bonnet." He opened the bonnet, and then I went there, and then I checked, and then I did what I was supposed to do, and then it's like, "Confi, go and spark it." Spark the car, and it was. I said, yes. Life took me there. Where I nearly became a fitter, I nearly became a mechanic, but by the grace of God, I moved. So the car got spoiled, and then my wife had wanted to give me money to repair it, the engine, and then someone came and the person had wanted to buy the tires. Wow! I said, no, this is the devil at work. I will not do that. I went home and I needed the money badly. I called the person came for the tires. So we have to put it on blocks. So we have 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here. And the car was suspended on the blocks. My wife was ready. We went to the fitting shop and the car was on blocks and asked me, where are the tires? I said, Charlie, I have to sell them. He said, no, then I'm not repairing this car. Someone came and the person bought the car. And after buying the car, the person asked where the tires are. I said, no, this is what I'm selling. But the good thing is that immediately I got the money, I went to pay for my TV program, the TV market thing. And then I started my TV program. So that is how far it brought me.
Okay.
It was not easy.
Very interesting. So I believe now you are ready for the second question.
The second question, yeah.
Okay, so which one? You selected Instagram. We have Facebook and Twitter Express.
Let's do Twitter first, and then we go to Facebook.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Twitter question.
The career trail, your success journey begins here.
This is a very good question.
But do you still practice marketing though?
Yes.
Okay.
As we speak, I am a marketing consultant to 3 TV stations, including UTV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I send businesses there. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I still practice marketing.
Okay.
It was not easy. It was not easy combining work and family and marketing. But the good thing is that the marketing helped with my school. So I do a lot of things from my marketing perspective. So if you look at me, I organize programs, I have a whole social media team. I have a whole call center. I have a whole social media team. I have a whole inquiry team, and they work together. I have a whole marketing team. They do, and now they have started something new they call Inside GH. Everything we do, we market it on social media. Everything we do, we market it on social media. So the marketing, I would say, helped with my business. And the good news was that my wife stopped whatever she was doing and then joined me. So it was my wife who really pushed the agenda of the cosmetology, the fashion, and the catering. So the business became my family. So my wife will close from work and we are done with work, so we are family. You get it? Do you understand? So we are at the same place, and
we are growing a family.
We are growing a family. You get it? So it was that easy, slightly easy. Now we faced some challenges where our kids started coming in. Some they have to finish with school, then they are at home. They have to go, and then my wife has to go take care of them. I have to, but there was this understanding. So she will go, and then I will have to take care of whatever I'm supposed to take care of, and then we were fine. The good thing is we understood the business, and it got to a time where she was even more enthused about the business than myself. So sometimes she would tell me, no, go and do this. Let me take care of this. Go and do this. Let me take care of this. And then we were having that understanding.
Oh.
Sometimes my wife will finish, and then she will have to carry food to the office for me, so I eat. Sometimes she would have to quickly get me what I'm supposed to eat, because if we have a school program and it is taking us through to the evening, she will have to prepare something for me to eat. Sometimes I look at how she's getting tired, and we have to take a break, go get food, eat, and then come back and come again. So that understanding is there.
Okay, so now I believe we have the last question from Facebook.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the Facebook question.
The career trail, your success journey begins here.
Okay, I did not go to Australian Media College. It was an online program.
Okay.
So I realized that, yes, I had wanted to teach, but I did not learn journalism. I did marketing. But one thing about university education is that it gives you the basics too. So any subjects that you are given, you can.
Okay.
So I wanted to teach, because at that time I was having skeletal teaching faculty. So I have to do something so that it can also allow me to teach. As for me, when my salary do not come, I will be okay. But if you get someone to come and teach, then you have to pay the person. So I have to quickly take that online course. and then do the TV presenting. I wanted to know the technical jargons so that when I stand in the class, I wouldn't miss it. So I took that course to beef up myself so I can teach the TV presenting, and that is what I've been teaching till today. So general university education will open you up, yes, but doing the specifics will help you in the particular trade. So I did not go there. I did it online.
Okay, just to beef up.
Yeah, just
all right. So now I have a question for you. Now this is coming from you.
Okay.
I want to ask.
All right.
Regardless of all this, what would have happened if this had failed?
Wow, this is $1 million question. Wow. What would have happened? A lot of people would have been on the streets. A lot of people would have been on the streets. Let me tell you another fulfilling thing. There was a company who did jewels on the street for Kayaye and head porters, and they brought me 10 of them, 10 head porters, and we have to train them in our fashion school. These people finished with their fashion school, and they were wearing suits. Head porter Kayaye from the north.
Don't say.
They were wearing suits that they did themselves. These people finish and at their end of projects, they were sewing wedding gowns, professional wedding gowns. That day, I was sitting and there was that, you see that cry that is not a cry, but it's like I should cry, but that joy, and it was very, very, very touching. So I realized that what if this whole thing had not really worked? Probably other people will find other alternatives. But if I look at the millions, the thousands of people that we have trained, I realized that, wow, thank God it really worked. So I want to say a very big shout out to Almighty God for letting it work and not allowing it to fail.
Yeah. All right. I must say I have been really inspired by your story. I have learned a lot, and I believe everyone watching out there is also learning something from you. We have a third segment.
Okay.
I believe you are ready for it.
I'm ready.
So I'll come back and then I'll explain what you have to do in the third segment.
Okay.
Remember, you're still watching the Career Trail on Joy Learning TV.
The Career Trail, your success journey begins here.
Welcome back. This is still Career Trail on Joy Learning TV. We have been having a conversation with the CEO of GH Media. This is the fun aspect of the show where I like most. Do you have fun aside all this, looking at how busy you are?
I am fun.
You are?
So if you're looking for fun and you see me, you can go home. I am fun.
Okay, so I believe you are ready for me.
Oh, yes.
So in this segment, I'm going to give you a task to perform.
Okay.
So I get to be a lecturer for this while. I have the permission to do so.
Yes, so you're my assessor.
Okay, so when you fill the task, I get to raise the red card.
Okay.
When you pass the task, I get to raise the green card. Are you ready for me?
I'm ready.
So that's why we have the small glass here. You have the chance or opportunity to select one of the papers.
Okay. Let me just pick this one. Wow.
Can I have a look? Oh, wow. So he's going to continue the poem. I'm showing it to the screen. So this is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so.
All right, so Peter Piper picked a pair of... Hey, let me start again.
Yeah,
okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. A peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where is the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked?
How many years now?
It's been about 30 years.
Wow.
Yes.
So I get to raise the green card. So he passed the task.
You know, when we were reciting that, we were not particular about the words. So it was pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. But this one I wanted to mention. So it's Peter Piper picked
a
a peck of pickled pepper. Okay.
Wow. So wrapping up,
All right.
your last words.
I want to tell the youth that everything you see working has somebody who is working behind it. There is nothing that comes on a silver platter. If you see an institution growing, there are people working behind it. If you see anything at all going on, there are people working behind it. When you get behind the scenes, you will see who is behind it and what they are doing behind it to get you to see the best part of it. I define career as that which you carry, and then later on, that thing will carry you. They should focus on their career, focus on the acquisition of skills. And then when you focus on that for just 2 years in the training, or 3 years, 4 years in the training session, you would then do the same thing, but it will bring food on your table. You then do the same thing, it will bring money into your pocket. So let's spend time to go through the acquisition of skills. Let's spend time to carry them, to carry our career, and later our career will carry us.
Wow, that was Mr. Listo right there. We have heard a lot from him. Make sure you focus on your career. Skill development is very important, even in today's world. Ghana, for instance, looking at the high rate of unemployment. And GH Media School is even there if you want to develop your skill. Fashion, media, what have you? Cosmetology,
technology.
they are all here for you. And then very soon, nursing is coming over. So this has been the Career Show on Joy Learning TV. I hope you have learned a lot. Well, I leave you with today's takeout. My name is Irene Edubia Ainin. As we always say, joy learning, keep learning.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.